20 years ago today, a beloved school principal was savagely murdered in what became one of Bakersfield's most notorious killings ever.
Dedicated detectives have spent thousands of man-hours on this case. Ultimately, they had to be reassigned to newer murders, and this case went cold. 2 years ago, our Olivia Lavoie began looking into the killing in repeated stories and in 2 half-hour special reports. Olivia rekindled interest in this case, and now, as this grim anniversary passes, there is new hope that police may solve the murder of Kathleen Heisey. Olivia?
Well, Jim, almost everyone I've come across who's had any involvement in this case says the same thing. This is that one case you just can't shake. It's the kind of case that haunts you, but it's not just nightmares of how horrific it was. It's the feeling of disbelief that someone could get away with it for so long. But the killer's time could be running out. Detectives could be closer than ever. So is it weird being back here?
Yeah, it is. Truly, a lot of unsolved business.
I had seen very many homicides at that point, but this was unique.
I was basically surprised, taken aback at what I had seen.
There was a whole lot of overkill. It was by far the most brutal, horrific crime scene that I had ever seen.
It was shocking in the extent of the way the body was displayed.
There were so many unique trademarks that the killer had done that really made it stand out, made it impossible to forget.
July 1st, 1998, Kathleen Heisey was found in her Bakersfield home. Her murder was one no one would soon forget.
It is a very vivid image in my mind.
I never even told my therapist exactly what I saw. Most of those paramedics needed extensive counseling because the crime scene was absolutely horrific.
Someone didn't just murder Kathleen. They tried very hard to make a sadistic statement.
We don't know if she may have invited this person in and the person knew her. You don't know what happened in this case. Women living alone need to be extra cautious.
It was very brutal. The victim was stabbed multiple times and sexually assaulted. And it was very obvious that she had been sexually assaulted. She is a truly innocent victim.
To describe Kathleen Heisey is nearly an impossible task. To say she was a well-known, well-loved educator and community figure simply just doesn't do it justice.
I just wish this wasn't the way that people remembered her. She was so much more than this stupid event that ended her life. And I hate that someone else decided to pick up that pen to write the last chapter of her life.
There are so many ways Kathleen is remembered by so many different people. She was a principal, known as fiercely protective of her students, a strong role model, outspoken, funny, and kind. Just a few of the traits family agrees made her an incredible single mother.
There's a before and now. It was my new life. I time everything before it happened and after. It affected the family so much that you knew who the glue was.
Hey, sweetheart. I talked to Lonnie just a few minutes ago.
June 29th, 1998.
Today is Monday, and it's almost 7:30.
This voicemail left for her daughter Lisa is the last time anyone heard from Kathleen.
Anyway, there you have it. Love you. Bye.
I said, is she hurt? And she goes, no. And I said, is she alive? And she just shook her head.
So much of what happened that night 20 years ago today remains a haunting mystery. But detectives and her loved ones aren't giving up. Nearly 2 years after we started looking into this case, BPD launched a cold case unit for the first time in the department's history, and Kathleen Heisey's case got the first look.
There's a lot of material in there that gives us a lot to work with.
I've probably interviewed 23, 24 people. Most of those people have never been interviewed before. I think every case is solvable, honestly. Some are just harder than others, and this is obviously a difficult one. Do I think it will be solved? Absolutely. I think why not?
With various suspects and theories throughout the years, the fact remains that someone out there holds the answers that so many desperately need.
I guess I used to think about like holidays. It's not fair. That person's out there. He could be spending a holiday with his family. He could be a grandparent holding a baby right now. I know so many people and myself and my family would love to just have this unknown end.
I'm not giving up the fight for her.
If you have any information that could help detectives solve this case, please call 326-3885, or you can remain anonymous by calling Secret Witness at 322-4040. In studio, I'm Olivia Lavoie, 17 News.
All right, Liv, thanks. Since Olivia started looking into the case, she's covered it extensively through two 30-minute specials, Who Killed Kathleen Heisey and Bakersfield's Secret Serial Killer. In those special reports, Olivia dives into different theories on the murder and examines various suspects. You can watch both of those specials on our website, kget.com. You will find those reports under our featured content webpage.